ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delit Zahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Strategic Planning Assessment Meeting on Women's Development in Asmara. Student Summer Work Program in Central Region. Syria warns consequences following Israeli missile attack on Damascus. 40 dead, 347 injured in East Afghanistan flash floods. On our local news, a pivotal meeting on evaluating progress on the strategic plan aimed at advancing women's development took place in Asmara on July 16th. The meeting was attended members of the regional committee responsible for women's development and various administrative bodies from the central region. Mr. Mikhail, president of the National Union of Eritrean Women, emphasized the government's long-standing commitment to women's issues tracing back to the armed struggle for independence. She highlighted current initiatives designed to enhance women's educational and vocational skills aiming to boost their productivity and societal contributions. Ms. Takha pointed out that the Union is prioritizing programs that focus squarely on women with strategic plans tailored to evaluate their productivity. Colonel Gabriel Hannes Woligergis, chairman of the regional committee, noted that the national symposiums and training programs have been organized from 2023 to 2028 to foster women's development. Mr. Sahaya Haile, governor of the Central Region, underscores the universal responsibility to uphold women's rights and equality, urging increased community involvement to support these goals. The meeting also featured details reports on initiatives undertaken to enhance women's capability and progress achieved this far. Mr. Goitom Yamane, the coordinator of the Central Region's Student Summer Work Program, reported that the program is achieving promising results. Launched on July 8th, the initiative has engaged 8,500 students from 42 centers in various activities, including water and soil conservation, tree seedlings, plantation, traffic safety, and documentation management at different government institutions. Mr. Goitom also announced plans to plant more than 500,000 tree seedlings and construct and renovate over 1 million meters of terraces, further contributing to the environmental conservation and community safety efforts in the region. The Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare in Ordet subzone hosted a pivotal meeting focused on eliminating harmful practices. The meeting was part of the series meeting across Gashbarka region, 16 subzones targeting the eradication of practices such as female genital mutilation and underage marriage, which impede on the physical and psychological development of women. During the meeting, Mr. Habtu Waldab, an attorney in the subzone, alongside with Captain Yasin Ali, commander of the local police station, highlighted the legal consequences of the accountability associated with these harmful practices. Mr. Garmay Gabratinsae, head of the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare branch, and Nurse Samuel Takhle, head of the health facilities in the subzone, emphasized children's rights and urged stakeholders to enhance their involvement in these issues. Participants engaged through discussion addressing concerns raised and formulating several recommendations to advance their causes. Dear viewers, we'll be back with the international news shortly. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. The Syrian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and expatriate cautioned on Sunday that Israeli attack on Syria's soil could lead to intense consequences and serious precautions. A statement released hours after Israeli missile attack on the residential neighborhood, the Syrian capital of Damascus, and military sites, the ministry reaffirmed Syria's legitimate rights to defend its sovereignty and liberate its occupied land through all legitimate means guaranteed by the international law. The ministry warned against the escalation of the Israeli attack on Syrian soil, adding the persistent intercontinental silence regarding such attacks would undermine the ability of the international system to confront violations of this charter and international laws. Israeli strikes in Damascus earlier that day resulted in casualties among the Syrian military and fires in target areas, as reported by the Syrian Ministry of Defense and relevant sources. On our last news, at least 40 people were killed and 347 others injured. A rainstorm and flash floods swept through the East Afghanistan, Nangarhar province on Monday afternoon, the country's Ministry of Public Health reported today. Health workers were dispatched to affected areas for treating the injured, said the spokesman of the ministry, adding that the casualties of the mishap are expected to rise. The sudden natural disaster took place on Monday afternoon and caused heavy fatalities and financial damage in Jalalabad, the province capital, Suk Road district, and their neighboring areas in the province bordering Pakistan. Similarly, 5 people were killed as flash floods swept away most part of the eastern Afghanistan Kannar province on Monday morning. Heavy rain and flooding have killed more than 400 and rendered thousands homeless since May in the war-ravaged country. That's all our local international news viewers. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Strategic Planning Assessment Meeting on Women's Development in Asmara. Student Summer Work in the Central Region. Syria warns the consequences following Israeli missile attack on Damascus. 40 dead, 347 injured in East Afghanistan flash floods. That wraps up our stories for tonight. Thanks for watching.